Hey, buddy. What are we about to do later today?
I'm about to do a whiskey business. That's Ozzy.
This is Ozzy. He's not going to get drunk because he's a dog.
I'm going to talk to people about fitness, I guess, or help you make a workout plan. Because everybody wants a drunk gym. you want a fitness coach that's drunk.
What do you got there? What do you got?
This is a shot of tequila from a penis with a butt.
I'm gonna do a shot of rum with you. Cheers. All right, so we've been drinking a bit. How you feeling?
I'm definitely at like a 6 in the drunk scale.
Great. Okay. Out of 10 or out of
I'm assuming it's out of 10.
6 out of 100, not so good.
6 out of 100 is you smelled alcohol somewhere.
All right, let's do some shots. We just did a shot. Let's go do some shots of you doing some exercise. So I am brand new. I just walked into a gym for the first time. I've never done fitness before in my life.
Cool.
How do I fitness?
How to fitness? Easy. Okay. I chose this because this burns calories. Aside from nutrition, it's how you eat. There are ways to incorporate almost any type of food in your nutrition plan as long as you balance it out with good food. It's moderation, my friends. It's those commercials that you saw about not smoking. Moderation.
So, I've eaten well. I'm healthy. But I'm not built.
Okay.
How do I built?
How do you build? To build. Fundamental number 1 is move. Move. Not houses. Don't move. That'll stress you out. No, move your body. Move. Get up and move. Go take a walk. Your heart. Your heart is the most advantageous thing. Heart is what Rudy had at the end of the movie Rudy. So yes, first one is cardio. Now my personal favorite thing of cardio is I love to shadow kickbox.
Do we need to lay down a pad in case you fall?
No. I imagine I'm fighting in a real scenario, but I'll throw my punches and my kicks with authority. I do 5 rounds of 5 minutes usually. Now when you do them for that long, cardio. When I go down, when I go up, cardio. You can do almost anything for cardio. If you have a bike, go bike riding. If you love to run, go run. If you love to dance, go dance. There's the dancing right there. Because I'm happy every day. If you feel that happiness is the truth. Are those the words, buddy? Next. There's flexibility and mobility. So this is a good warm-up is like dynamic stretching. Get your joints lubricated. This is internal KY. Get things nice and loose. That's a different part of strength. It's all under the umbrella strength. Goblet squat. Yeah. This is a type of strength. Do I know what it's called? No. But like a ballet dancer who puts their leg up, way up here, and then this part of their leg goes up here. That's strength. Whew. It's warm in here. To get built, legs, double leg strength, single leg strength, explosive leg strength, leg flexibility. Gotta love legs.
You gotta love legs.
Gotta love legs. Chicken legs.
Put that on a shirt.
Your push, but your push can be both horizontal and vertical, or parallel and perpendicular. One of the most fundamental leg exercises is the squat. I'm burping so much. You come down nice and stable. You can hold for a little bit to kind of engage everything needs to be engaged, and you come out, boom, come out with your legs, push the hips forward, engage the butt. Who's got a good booty? Beyonce, J-Lo, Ryan Reynolds. Another good exercise is the lunge, where you're lunging forwards. You can kind of come down on this side, boom, push up. How many shots do you think I've had? Don't forget about your posterior chain, which is all back here, which is like kettlebell swings. Do them right.
I'm so worried about your balls.
No. I promise my balls, my clip clacks, my dodgeballs, my walnuts, they're all good. Boom. 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 That's a drunk man's noise. Dad, why do you drink? Anyways. Cool one is here, like you get yourself on, like you find a nice slick floor. Slide your leg in, and you're working the adductors, abductors. Flex. It's like in your groin. To do the opposite of that. Wow. Being drunk on the floor is so different than when you're standing up. You can do what they call the Jane Fondas. Hey, you wanna watch? Just elevate your leg. You have an adorable dog come and lick your face. That's legs. One of the best exercises you can do for your push exercises is the push-up. That was anticlimactic. The standard push-up is just a little bit outside your shoulder width. Nose, essentially kind of nose to floor. You squeeze your glutes, your thighs, your core. You see? Keep your back nice and straight. And boom, push right on up. Boom. As many as you want. Next, we have the pull. Horizontal pull means you are pulling something horizontally to your body this way. It's the lawnmower. Here's the lawnmower, and I can't start it. So boogie. And it doesn't work. Accessing more bicep, your brachialis. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. This isn't really just a weight, but you're pulling with your back as opposed to your arm. So you come down here, boom, it engages your lat. I don't know the full, it's like latimus dorsi. Latimus dor the explorer, that's what it's called. I didn't go to medical school. Now, come this way. Do we need another drink? Pizza. Hi, I'm here to show you how to do a proper pull-up. My pull is one of the weakest parts for me. I barely be able to pull ups. These are my homemade TRX bands. You can do like different types of pull ups. This way, you can do them like horizontally this way. Here we go. When you come down, and instead of letting yourself dead hang like this to where your shoulders are coming toward your ears, you boom, you do that. It's a real slight thing, but boom, you are engaging this part of your arms and your lats, and you're kind of pulling your shoulder blades in. You suck in your core, engage your quadriceps or your thighs, boom, boom, and you look up and you think about pulling the bar down to your chest as opposed to like my heavy body. No, I'm pulling this toward like my was gonna say cervix. Boom! Just like that. Just like that. Up and down. If you heard, when I pulled up, I went. You exhale on the exertion, which means you exhale on the part of the exercise. Pretend I'm horizontal. Oh my God. Breathe in, and then you. So that's the pull.
You want to do some exercises together?
Sure. Yeah. The last thing we need to cover is one of the pinnacles. One of the main things you need in your body is your core. Your core is engaged in no matter whatever exercise you do. With a little less jiggle, you can really do some amazing things. What you usually want to do, you usually want to start from the bottom up, which means you're doing stuff that usually has to do with your legs coming up to your body. So you're doing stuff like this, where essentially what you want to do, you want to think about your belly button going to the floor. So you never have that little arch in your back, and you bring them up, and then you bring your belly button to your sternum, so you're like, boom!
Oh my God. Is it okay that I make a bunch of noise?
Absolutely.
As I do it. Oh, I'm okay.
He's okay, buddy. The next part you want to focus on is your mid, which is like your lower and your upper, like the V-ups. It requires a very, very good amount of strength, just like that, to not fall one way or the other. I'm pulling both my upper body and my lower body together. I can't do it for very long, if I'm being honest. That's like your midsection is like the two halves of your body coming together. Yeah. Just then you have to worry about your rotation, which is very important in the core, buddy. Bicycles, that type of stuff. Fun fact, I learned this from Stuart McGill, which is he's like the leading person. But like
he's the leading person. He's the top person. Just
ever. The lumbar spine, like that's not necessarily meant to move like how people do like all these dynamic things. It's made to stabilize. If you've got a partner for exercise, as opposed to like just holding the feet, what you want to do is hold the back of the heels, so that when you come up, you're actually getting you're actually getting a little stronger in your abs as opposed to your hip flexors. Oh yeah, I'm doing abs, but no, you're not actually. You're doing your legs. Technically, you're doing this middle part of your legs. So when you hold the back of the heels, they're forced to like kind of pull that way. You're gonna feel more in your abs as opposed to your. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, why?
Ab exercise. Ab exercise. And then a nice little fun exercise that we do to round out the core, because the core is not just the front, the core is the back too. So you're on your back.
On your stomach?
Yeah, on your stomach.
On your back stomach?
Yeah. Where you're essentially holding this part of your back, which they call them Supermans. Up. About 5 of those. Oh no.
Oh no.
Frosty! Come back first. And that's essentially the 5 really basic elements of that outside of the mind. You know that state of drunk where you, when you're stagnant, you're like, okay, I'm okay. And then you get up and you realize you're not okay.
Do you feel like this is a good time to talk to me about how to like train your mind?
It's not too big. Outside from training your body, don't forget to train your mind as well. Tai Chi and Qigong. And I gotta say, friends, it's all good. There's no one way, or it's your way. It's the way that speaks to you the strongest. I like a little bit more dynamic movement. It's more for it's more for the seeking out of a peaceful center for your body. What you do is put your awareness from your feet all the way up to the top of your head. And you're just like, I'm letting go of all the tension, the stressors. It's the coordination of the breathing and the movements. So you're coming up. You get this ball of energy, harness the ball of energy, and then you just spread it out. And there's another one called repulse monkey. So you're there, and you end at this stance, and you come up, pumps up, nice and centered breath, repulse monkey. You're pulling out the silverback, and the arm's gone, so you can. No. The point is, friends, don't mess with a silverback gorilla. If you ever made a movie where Steven Seagal f***s up a silverback gorilla, that is bullshit. Aside from all the physical stuff we did, don't forget about your mental health, because it's all connected, my friends. But yoga's beautiful for that. Tai Chi's beautiful for that. When you align those things, peace is your default. If you find that, you're going to be good. And then clean it up. I did it! I hope you learned something.